Good afternoon, St. Francis. Jane Porcelli here. Welcome to Wednesday afternoon prayer for busy people. Today we celebrate the feast of Junipero Serra, one of our newest saints, and we take a few minutes to bring ourselves into God's presence.
A reading from the book of the prophet Amos. Seek good and not evil, that you may live. Then truly will the Lord, the God of hosts, be with you as you claim. Hate evil and love good, and let justice prevail at the gate. Then it may be that the Lord, the God of hosts, will have pity on the remnant of Joseph. I hate, I spurn your feasts, says the Lord. I take no pleasure in your solemnities. Your cereal offerings I will not accept, nor consider your stall-fed peace offerings. Away with your noisy songs. I will not listen to the melodies of your harps. But if you would offer me burnt offerings, then let justice surge like water, and goodness like an unfailing stream. The word of the Lord.
Summon the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting. I find no fault with your sacrifices. Your offerings are always before me. To the upright I will show the saving power of God. Were I hungry, I would not tell you, for I own the world and all it holds. Do you think I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? To the upright I will show the saving power of God. Offer to God your sacrifice, to the Most High pay your vows. Call on me in the day of distress. I will free you and you shall honor me. Upright I will show the saving power of God.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus came to the territory of the Gadarenes, 2 demoniacs who were coming from the tombs met him. They were so savage that no one could travel by that road. They cried out, "What have you to do with us, Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the appointed time?" Some distance away, a herd of many swine were feeding. The demons pleaded with him, "If you drive us out, send us into the herd of swine." And he said to them, "Go then." They came out and entered into the swine, and the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the sea, where they drowned. The swineherds ran away, and when they came to the town, they reported everything, including what had happened to the demoniacs. Thereupon, the whole town came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they begged him to leave their district. The Gospel of the Lord. Our first reading today from the prophet Amos takes my breath away. Amos is often referred to as the prophet of social justice. This is why. Listen to these words. Seek good, not evil. Hate evil, love good. Let justice surge like water and goodness like an unfailing stream. According to Amos, God is very clear in stating that he despises our empty offerings and our noisy songs that reek of hypocrisy. What God desires is justice, mercy, goodness. What is there left to say in the face of this reading? The gospel today reinforces this theme of goodness and evil through the imagery of Jesus casting the demons into the swine, into the sea. In fact, I think this might be one of the few instances where Jesus' actions were so overwhelming that people were actually afraid to let him come into their town. They asked him not to come into their village. His desire to rid the town of evil was so strong that people were stunned. Seek good. Love good. Who among us does not want to both seek and love the good? What does that even mean for us today? At the very heart of it all, good is the right ordering of things, isn't it? The good means a basic justice and equity among all living things, humanity and creation, that there exists some kind of balance in the world that helps all creation to thrive and live in harmony. When that balance is off is when sin enters the picture, right? Think about this. When the United States controls 30% of the world's wealth and underdeveloped countries control less than 4%, something is out of balance, isn't it? It's often said that we can tell what is important to us by how we budget our resources, our time, our money. This is true of government, of society, and of our lives on a very personal level. These last few months, when we have largely been kept at home, how have you spent your time? What did you do with all those extra hours? Who did you spend them with? How did you choose to spend your money? Your answers will show you those things that are most important to you. Many people have said they have enjoyed more time at home with their loved ones. They've read more, they've learned a new skill, they may have prayed more. I can say for sure that I did not do any more housework than I needed to. But what I did value, reaching out to family and friends, I did more of. How are we learning to live out the command to love good? If we take the prophet's command seriously, is there anything in your life that you need to change? Would you choose more words that build up rather than words that tear down? Would you choose actions that help to create rather than to destroy? Do we understand and believe yet that our own actions on an individual level make a difference on a global level? Do we understand yet the parable of the snowflake? I realize it's summer, but tell me the weight of a snowflake, a sparrow asked a wild dove. Nothing more than nothing was the answer. In that case, I must tell you a marvelous story, the sparrow said. I sat on the branch of a fir tree, close to its trunk, when it began to snow. Not heavily, not a giant blizzard. No, just like in a dream, without any violence. Since I didn't have anything better to do, I counted the snowflakes, settling on the twigs and the needles of my branch. Their number was exactly 3,741,952. When the next snowflake dropped onto the branch, nothing more than nothing, as you say, the branch broke off. Today, will you seek out and love, work for, and be the good?